Guys, I've officially finished all my midterms. Oh my god, I feel so free right now until finals come out. But we won't talk about that right now. Right now it's Friday at 11:30 p.m. I have to wake up at around 6:45 tomorrow, so I don't know, I thought I may as well just start this video now. I'm basically free all weekend. I finished my draft for my lab next week, and then I finished all my homework for stats. So I officially have no more homework in any of my classes. I still have RP credit to do for like psychology and linguistics, but that can come later. I just thought I could just spend this weekend reading. I feel like I've been so stressed these past 2 weeks. Like when I get stressed, I start watching these random shows. Like right now I'm watching The Rookie. It's mostly to try to de-stress myself, but then I just go spiraling into a bunch of different shows. I'm just waiting for the romances to appear in The Rookie. I'm also gonna start reading An Education in Malice by, oh my god, I forget the author's name, but the book will appear right here, obviously. I'm only like 6% in. I searched up the genres for this book. I knew it was fantasy, but then I saw like a vampire next to it, and I'm just like, there's vampires in this book? Like I had no idea. It just wasn't what I was expecting from this whatsoever, because it's very dark academia. I also just wasn't sure what fantasy elements were in this when I started reading. There's a bunch of other books I wanted to start reading too. The thing is, I've been like so mixed up in my head these past few days because of school that they've just completely slipped my mind. I also have a video I want to record possibly tomorrow. The thing is, I have friends coming over tomorrow too. But anyways, yeah, I have to go get ready to go to sleep because my brother's soccer game is early tomorrow and I have to go to that. Hopefully I can read some of my book at the game, but normally I get really distracted. Surprisingly, children's soccer games can get very intense. At least in the stands it can. The parents and like siblings and stuff are very invested when it comes to like watching their siblings or children in a soccer game for some reason. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I didn't read any of my book at the soccer game. When we got home, we shoveled the deck, we shoveled our sidewalk, and yeah, we just shoveled everything. It's really snowing out there. Like it's pure white out there. Canadian winters are definitely not fun, especially when there's 10 inches of snow coming. I'm still watching The Rookie. I was planning on reading my book right now. There's no one in the house right now because my brother went to some sort of tutoring thing, so my parents had to take him. I wanted to read more of An Education of Malice. I did read like one more page at the soccer game, but it wasn't much. Still don't know what this book is about. I don't really read synopsises of books anymore. I can't even remember the main character's name. I feel like it's Olivia, but I also feel like that's so wrong. I have 2 friends coming over in about 3 hours. We might watch a movie, not sure which one, but hopefully I can get some reading done before they come. Oh my god, and I ordered a Kindle. I'm so excited. It's a paperwhite because the soft color hasn't come to Canada. Obviously, I'm not gonna buy the soft color now that I bought the paperwhite. I just really wanted a Kindle. I'm probably also gonna get a Kindle Unlimited subscription. I'm not too sure yet about that, but I really want one. I know it's kind of a bad idea to get a Kindle when I have like so many physical books on my TBR. It's just like, I feel like a Kindle is an essential at this point for me. Like it's so much easier to carry around than actual book. It's just like, I don't mind reading on my phone, but I feel like my phone, it doesn't feel as readable to me as a physical book does, if that makes sense. So I feel like if I have something that's like solely for books and for reading, then it'll feel like it's more suitable for reading, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's just the way it works in my head. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna continue watching The Rookie and hopefully I can get some reading in. I don't know, I try to read and watch shows at the same time. I'm not sure if it ever works out great, but sometimes it works. Normally when I watch shows that I've already watched, it works out okay, but when I'm watching like new shows, I get very distracted. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so it's midnight right now. I have my 2 friends over and we watched the Avatar movie. I didn't expect it to be like 2.5 hours long, but at the same time I feel like it's appropriate because so much happened in that movie which I wasn't expecting at all. I've never watched an Avatar movie. I pretty much dove into it blind because I really had no clue what it was about. Definitely not what I was expecting. It was definitely enjoyable though. I think we're gonna watch the second movie when my friends come over next time after finals maybe. Still watching The Rookie. I'm still waiting for the romances to happen. The reason why I started watching this show was because of a specific romance that I saw online. Also another one that I didn't know was in this show, but I saw a clip of on Instagram, and now I'm really excited for season 3 because I didn't know it was in this show that relationship happened. I don't know, I guess I just didn't recognize the actors when I watched the clip on Instagram, but now I'm like really excited for it. And I continue my book today. I'm at 11% of An Education in Malice by S.T. Gibson. Finally remember the author name. So it's a sapphic romance. I believe our romance is between our main character, who I can't remember the name of, and then our second main character, Carmilla, I believe. I did expect this to be like an enemies to lovers romance, which is good timing because I am planning to record an enemies to lovers recommendation video. For some reason, I didn't think I had enough enemies to lovers books to recommend, even though I love them so much. It was definitely my favorite like trope starting out when I started reading fantasy books in like grade 8 or something. When I first read an enemies to lovers book, I'm just like, oh my god, what is this? I need more of it. But at the same time, I feel like I don't really go actively seeking out certain tropes for some reason. I don't know, I love diving into books blind, never knowing what to expect, which is why it was such a good surprise to me when I found out that An Education in Malice was kind of enemies to lovers. Academic rivals. Our second main character, Camilla, is kind of very intense. Also, there's vampires in this book, which I wasn't expecting, but when I searched up the genres, vampires showed up and I'm just like, for some reason, I wasn't expecting that in this book. I think I might have already said this in this last clip, but it was just so unexpected to me. And then the last chapter that I read, the ending, it described one of the teachers as biting into someone's hand, and I'm just like, oh, well, here's the vampire part. I'm like really curious on how this romance is going to develop, because I feel like for our first main character, it was kind of a love at first sight thing, and then she found out how much of a mean girl Carmilla is, and so now they kind of hate each other. She literally called her enemy in the chapter, which don't know how to feel about that, but I don't know, I'm here for it. I'm here for the development, obviously. And then there's also this one relationship between a student and a teacher in here that I don't exactly approve of, but hopefully it'll get fixed later. But anyways, I think I'm gonna continue reading the book right now and maybe watch a bit more of The Rookie, but we'll see. You know, I just realized I've been wearing the same clothes all weekend. We don't talk about that, okay? So my library card is not working for some reason, or Libby's not working. I'm not really sure which one it is. I tried logging on like 10 times like an hour ago. It would not let me, so either something's wrong with Libby or something's wrong with my library here. So I can't read An Education in Malice right now because I did borrow it from the library. So I might pick another book. I don't know which one. I wanted to read The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen last weekend, but then I found An Education in Malice and got distracted. So this one's an option. This one's also another one I want to read, A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Zaft. It looks really interesting. I love this cover. Some books I was in the middle of. I was reading Wolf Song and then never finished it for some reason. I'm like a third of the way through, if you can see that. There was also Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews. This was a new release. Also started reading this. I think I might be out of my fantasy mood. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but I was enjoying An Education in Malice, even though it is fantasy. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just having trouble finishing books this week. Again, this has been going on for a while. I don't know what's up with me. Maybe I'm just enjoying watching The Rookie too much, but there's also The Zodiac Academy. I've been eyeing it. I'm sure there's a few other books on my shelf I could find that I want to read. These are probably the options I'll look at for the moment. Oh, it's Sunday right now. I think it's around 5:30 maybe. I don't have a clock in here. My mom came back from Las Vegas and she brought back like a lot of souvenirs. See, look at all this stuff. She got me a book light. The thing is, I can't use it right now because we don't have a screwdriver that's like this small, so I can't put a battery in it, but isn't that cool? And then we have, this just came in a mailbox, but she gave me some perfume, Burberry, and then she got me a keychain. It's like a Hello Kitty keychain, I think. Yeah, see? It says Las Vegas, and then there's like a couple tiny ones right here. This is just some Chinese calendar my brother didn't want, so it was just given to me. Then we have like this turtle bracelet. It's not like actual jade, but it's cute, isn't it? I love the turtles on it. She also gave me like cactus socks. Then she gave me this comb thing, a lift comb. Not really sure how to use it. It's still in the box because I still don't know how to use it, but it's nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool though. She always gets me a keychain every time she goes on like one of her business trips. I have a whole box of keychains actually in my old house. I need to go and get that sometime. I always forget whenever we go back to visit like my old hometown, but I should really bring that here. Anyways, I'm not really sure which one of these to read because the Zodiac Academy has been everywhere, which is why I've been eyeing this book so much. But the thing is, I'm not really sure if I'm into fantasy right now. Even with An Education in Malice, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue it. So maybe I just need a genre switch. I don't know. I feel like I haven't read fantasy in a while. I was enjoying the writing in this one and An Education in Malice. I also really like the writing in Wolf Song. I'm also like a good chunk of the way through this one. A Dark and Drowning Tide, I believe, is also fantasy. I believe this one's a sapphic romance. Oh my god, I think something's wrong with this book. I think the ending might have gotten printed at the front. Wait, let's see if I can find the first chapter. That's so strange. I've never had a book deliver and it was misprinted. Okay, here's chapter 3. Where's chapter 1? Okay, I'm not really sure what to do with this because I ordered this a while ago and I never opened it, and I ordered it from Amazon, so that's really strange. There's 2 chapter 28s in this book. I've never had this happen before. Okay, I'm gonna have to call someone about that, I guess. Okay, A Dark and Drowning Tide off the list apparently. False Prince, I started out, I was like 9 pages in or something. Might continue this one, we'll see. I don't know, I'll let you guys know which one I pick later probably, but I'm gonna go see what I can do about this. I am aware I did wear the same sweater for like the past 4 days. Listen, when finals come up, it's stressful. I really don't want to think about other things. So I literally didn't read anything this weekend other than An Education in Malice. I read like 11% of that, so I'll put the page count somewhere here, but it really isn't much. I meant to read Zodiac Academy, never got around to that. I've just been watching The Rookie, and oh my god, today was so chaotic. Today's Monday actually, it's not the weekend anymore, but I'm just gonna blabber anyway because that's just what I do. So oh my god, this morning I had my class and then I came back home and I didn't know, but there was someone knocking at the door, but I was in the bathroom like washing my face when I got home. I guess the water was like tuning everything out for me or something. I just didn't hear the doorbell ringing. My room is in the basement. I didn't hear anyone knocking or ringing the bell upstairs upstairs, and so I kept these construction painting people out there for like a good 10 minutes until my parents had to call me because they weren't home and I had no clue anyone was at the door. So my parents called me and they were just like, hey, someone's at the door, and I'm just like, oh my god, how long have I been keeping them out there? I feel so bad now. And I'm just like, I kind of look ridiculous right now. I guess I have to hurry myself up. So I was just like, oh my god, give me 2 seconds. And then when I opened the door, oh my god, I felt so bad. Like, it's cold out there. It's minus 20 degrees. Like, winters come. Canadian winters are not fun, let me tell you. So that was stressful. I had class and then some strangers came into the house. I didn't even know they were here to paint. My parents didn't even let me know people were coming and they were out of the house. But yeah, that's fine. And then I had to help one of the painter guys look for a plug in the house that would like reach where he was supposed to paint. I'm just like, I've lived here for a year and even I don't know where all the plugs are in this house. Then I had a meeting with my lab group mates for stats. Oh my, it was so awkward. No one wanted to talk. We met online in a Google meeting. One guy didn't even finish his draft completely, but he finished a majority of it, so I don't think that's any reason to kick him out. We were all so indecisive that we just didn't want to talk, so I had to do most of the talking. Surprisingly, I don't like talking. I know my videos normally suggest otherwise, but I don't like talking in real life. I'm so antisocial, very introverted, have a lot of anxiety, that type of thing. So yeah, I just normally don't like talking to people. So that entire meeting, I'm just like, oh my god, I want this to be over right now. It went on for an hour and a half. If most of us had started talking faster, I'm pretty sure we could have gotten it done in less than an hour, but still, at least it's over with. I'm so glad. But then we have to meet again on Thursday. We said we would meet again on Thursday. I don't know why. This is the first time I'm going to meet one of my lab groups twice, so I'm just stressing about Thursday now. I'm pretty sure a majority of this video is me just talking about the rookie. I'm still going to talk about it. I'm just waiting for Tim and Lucy to happen, and yes, it's the couple I started watching the show for. Also, I'm waiting for Bailey to show up. I'm not sure which season she shows up, so I kind of searched it up. I think she might show up in season 3. And then with A Dark and Drowning Tide, there was a very big mistake in the printing. It started out with chapter 28, chapter 29, then the acknowledgement page came right after. Then there was 2 blank pages and then chapter 3, but I checked the entire book. Chapter 1 and 2 were completely missing, and it's too late for me to return the book because it's been 2 months since I ordered that book. I'm an idiot for not checking the book. It is partly my fault for not checking the book, but at the same time, this is my first time experiencing this. I've never ordered a book from Amazon and been misprinted this badly. So my first thought when I got the book wasn't like, oh, I'll check the book to see if there's any mistakes. I just put it on my shelf without even thinking. So I guess that is partly my fault, but at the same time, when you open a book, you do expect it to have all the chapters, right? I searched up online that maybe I can get a hold of the publisher. I'm not really sure how that works. I guess I'll give it a try because I was really looking forward to this book. Honestly, I pre-ordered this months in advance before it even released. So the fact that chapters 1 and 2 are missing is very disappointing. Like, even though the book like does open up to chapter 28, if chapter 1 and 2 and all the other chapters had been in the book, I would have been completely fine, obviously. But since chapters 1 and 2 are completely missing, I can't even start the book. Yeah, start of the week has been kind of chaotic, but I'll live. Anyways, I've been meaning to tell you guys, I'm not sure there's gonna be a video next week. I'll do my best. I am planning on filming a recommendation video like I told you guys before, but I'm not sure when that's gonna be. My first test is December 3rd, but that's a written essay, so that should be okay. But then the actual finals starting December 14th, December 16th, and then I believe one is on December 17th, which is a Saturday, I think. Wait, no, the first one starting December 14th is on a Saturday. Still find that really weird, but whatever. So yeah, there might not be a video next week. Just letting you guys know right now. I guess I'll just continue reading in my own time. Probably won't record it though. I've just been recording every chance I got whenever I did read because I don't exactly have time these days. I feel like taking some time off for myself just to study and like read on my own will probably be good. But anyways, yeah, I think this is a good time to end the video. Don't really have much to say because I barely read one book this week. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!